President Donald Trump's new tariffs on dozens of U.S. trading partners went into effect overnight. Those tariffs will be applied to nearly 70 countries and could impact prices for many everyday items. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the potential impact on your wallet.
President Trump's sweeping new tariffs now in effect on nearly every U.S. trading partner. The tariffs range from 10% all the way up to 41%, with nearly 70 countries impacted.
The tariffs, I think, we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs.
The White House says the rates were determined largely based on the trade deficit the U.S. has with those trading partners. It comes nearly a week after President Trump delayed his so-called reciprocal tariffs on some of the country's top trading partners. Trump says the tariffs will incentivize companies to build more products here in the U.S. However, experts caution these tariffs could cost Americans more money on everything from electronics and toys to clothing and furniture. A report from Yale Budget Lab shows it could cost the average household an additional $2,400 this year. The White House's top trade advisor defending Trump's new tariff policy, saying it will level the playing field.
If you and I had this conversation in the first term of the Trump administration in 2018, you would have asked me the same question. And you would have had people's heads on fire saying there would be inflation. There was no inflation. So that's not going to be a problem this time around.
At the White House this week, the CEO of Apple announcing a $100 billion investment in U.S. production, allowing the company to avoid a steep new tariff on foreign semiconductors.
But at most, we could be maybe 3-5% of production that would be in the U.S. versus the vast majority that will continue to be in China as well as India. If you produce anything in the U.S., by definition, it's going to raise prices.
Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Now, when asked whether he is concerned about tariffs raising prices for American consumers, Trump said the only price that spiked is the hundreds of billions coming in. Now, current reports show the U.S. collected nearly $30 billion in tariff revenue in July alone. That's a 242% jump compared to the previous July.